On days when you can't declutter what you'd like to declutter, maybe there's a big project on your mind, think about what would be a small piece of that big project that you might be able to tackle in about 20 minutes. That can be so helpful because more often than not, we have either busy days or days where we just don't feel like decluttering, and we're not going to want to spend an hour, hour and a half decluttering or more. But we could sneak in 20 minutes. So that's what I did today. I am taking about 20 minutes to a half an hour to do a quick little declutter, put stuff away that shouldn't have been in that spot, you know, complete the cycle, as I always say. I don't want to leave another mess for myself, and call it a day. And then you'll feel so good. More often than not, we have days that we're not going to put in a lot of time. So if we take those days and put in 15-20 minutes over time, that is going to make a huge impact. Wednesdays, which today's Wednesdays is a Wednesday, they're always a busy day for me because I meet somebody about 40 minutes away for Bible study, which I love. And I love the woman that I meet with. She's become a dear friend of mine. And so this morning, knowing I still had editing and voiceover to do, I get up at 5 a.m. to get that done. And then, you know, try to get the dishwasher emptied, get Yvonne's school schedule written out, all those things to get out of the house by like 9:15 in the morning, which I did, which was great. Had the Bible study, which is like 10 to 11-ish. And then I left. I had to get gas, came home. I wanted to get dinner in the crock pot. You'll actually see in this video what I made yesterday in the crock pot. Today I was actually making chili, but you've seen my chili. And then I was planning to get a good declutter in, and then I realized I had forgotten I needed to go to the bank for my college son. So get in the car, go to the bank. That was about an hour. Come home. You know, isn't that just the way life works? And I was like, no, I'm going to go and I'm just going to 20 minutes to do a couple of shelves in the basement. And what I mean is couple of shelves, not a couple of shelves. So come with me, get motivated with me. We'll work together. You pick out your project. I'll do my project. And we'll see what we can get done. Let me know in the comments if you did declutter along with me, what you did, or if you were just working around your house, what did you get done while you were watching? Or if you just like to relax, which I know in about an hour, I'm going to be watching YouTube myself. Let me know what you're doing. So I am looking forward to having this little declutter done. And I am just going to sit for a bit. I really feel like I need a rest. I might read my book. I might watch a little TV. Supper is already made, which feels amazing. This is why I love a crock pot. And I'm going to spend the rest of the evening. I might do a little bit of editing, but I'm going to spend the rest of the evening just trying to recharge my batteries. So let's get decluttering. All right, we're not trying to do anything momentous here, but you know, all these little jobs add up. So this one's going to be small because I really just want to declutter these two shelves, and it's because my husband's work area is right over here. We've been working hard at this, and I want to be able to move this over if need be, which would mean putting this somewhere else entirely. So unfortunately, there's my glasses. What I have here is a lot of cleaners that I haven't used because I don't want to use them. Therefore, it's time to just make the tough decisions. This was Dollar General oven cleaner. It says fume free. It's not fume free. Here's another oven cleaner. This was back when a friend of mine used to do a lot of couponing for me, and it's been years. So there's just a lot of stuff that I don't use. This I would use. This needs to go upstairs. This goes to my Swiffer mop. So this will go upstairs to the bathroom. I used to keep overflow cleaners here, and I just don't anymore. These are great sponges for me. I'm going to put these up by my sink. When I have a nasty job, I like to use these cheapy ones that I don't mind ruining since I get mine at Grow Collaborative. This, I have another piece up here, so I'll put that there. It's to go under a rug. I do want to keep that. What else do we have here? This. Oh, this goes to that thing where I'm always cleaning cobwebs off. Okay, this is going to go upstairs. Again, I've just never moved this stuff, and I should have. So this will come upstairs. This. Oh, I got to see what my husband wants to do with this. I know he'll want to keep it, but I'm not quite sure where to put it. Maybe with the storm stuff. This goes with his tool stuff. It's for plumbing. We had a, so I think I'll just put it here for now. This is his, put it here for now. Guitar polish. This is for Martin guitars. I'll put this upstairs because I have my dad's Martin. Let's see. Grove stain remover for upholstery. That can go upstairs. So a lot of this is oh yeah, Norwex laundry detergent. I keep this for washing, like, well, if I have Norwex cloths that need to be washed, which you do every once in a while. I do have the Norwex mop. But if I have something that, like when I'm steaming, I'll also use this for the steamers. Because if you can use it for Norwex cloths, I feel like my steamer pads would be okay with this kind of detergent because you don't want to ruin them. So that will go with laundry stuff. These are some more capes for when it rains. This is Goo Off, which I literally never use. I'm going to get rid of it. I might regret that one, but whatever. I don't care. This is a basketball hoop we can get rid of. Oh, this was my knee brace. This I should keep. I'll put it with first aid upstairs. This is for my Norwex mops. That will go upstairs. So a lot of this, it was just shouldn't be down here anymore. This is trash. Again, this goes with storm stuff. This, I have a steamer now, so I don't use this anymore. A light bulb, which is probably old. Some of this might have to be disposed of more responsibly. So I'll have to look into it. Okay, so these are some different tapes from my husband. I need to have him look at those. All right, so I'm going to use this just to bring stuff upstairs, and then it will get decluttered itself. Also, this Grow floor cleaner, you have to add water to it. I could probably donate this. I haven't opened it, so I think I will donate it. All right, that was easy. That's going upstairs. This is a RoboVac, and I need to talk to my husband about it. We have an app for it. The brand had sent it to me for free. We never really followed through on having it map out our house, so I've never really used it. Other than using it for the video, which makes me feel very badly because there was nothing wrong with it. So I'll ask Robin about that, but I'm going to put it up top for now. With the printer that I also would like to get rid of, but I need my husband to talk to me about that. This is the wallpaper for our upstairs bathroom. This is a guitar holder, so I know my husband wants to keep that. This, oh my goodness, talk about Post-it notes. I'm going to take this up to my office. I'm going to be doing an office declutter this week, so I'll have my husband look through this too. It's like empty flashcards, Post-it notes. So that should go upstairs. It's a use it or lose it thing. This is a scrub brush. It should go with cleaners. Trash bags. Keep those. This is for produce, but I think my husband was using it for something else. That needs to go up to the kitchen. Oh my goodness. All right. First aid kit. This goes in our car, but I haven't had it in my car for quite some time, so that will need to go in the car. I like having a first aid kit in my car. Also for the Norwex, this is why I don't usually use my Norwex mop, is when I cleaned this, it just didn't get, see how it didn't get cleaned? So I don't really know the secret here. If you know the secret, let me know in the comments. All right, now we're into this. This is all keeping, I know. This was that little air conditioner I put at my desk, so that should go with my seasonal stuff. This, I never tried this. This came from Temu. I think you hook it to the vacuum, and it was to clean out my vent for the clothes dryer. I need to try this. This is a hanger for my Dyson I no longer use. I'll get rid of that. These are filters for my Dyson that I need to clean. So this is driftwood. I was going to do some crafts with it. Maybe I should put this with my craft stuff. If you buy driftwood frames or anything with driftwood, super expensive. Oh, this is a toughie. This is my Canon camera. There's nothing wrong with this. I just don't use it. I'm going to put it on the bookshelf for now. I really should sell it. Okay, this is the soap I used for my steamer. So that's going to go up with cleaners too. See how all, and then this is, oh, this was something I needs to be with my treadmill. So this is a box that was upstairs that just got brought down. These are the batteries for that camera, so I'll put that with the camera. I can't remember what this is, but I would have, oh, I think it's something so I can stick something to the wall, which I'm not going to do. These are camera battery chargers, which I'll put with the camera. Really need to clean these, so that's going upstairs. This, I'm going to keep it here and think about whether I just want to get rid of it or do I really want to try it. This is pretty heavy just from that little declutter, so I'm going to put it by the door where I have all of our other trash. We're going to definitely need to take a trip with the dog. I should probably bring that to the bathroom since that's where I would use it, so that's what I really need to do. These I need to ask my husband about. I know he expressed an interest in keeping them. I'm not really into keeping guitars on the wall, but we could see. So these two are, and this one here, that's all homeschool stuff. And then wallpaper for our upstairs bathroom, trash bags for when I'm decluttering down here, an empty shelf, a printer I need to talk to my husband about because we don't use it. I want to get rid of it. And then the RoboVac. So that is quite a difference in a quick little declutter. Now I need to actually bring this stuff up so that I complete the cycle. I have videos for days, weeks, months, years. This could all stand to be very judged, but it's not happening today. Now I thought I would share with you how I make a beef stew. So I bought the stewing beef from the store. I always cut it up smaller because, as you might know, it does take a little bit for it to cook. It'll be really tough if it's not cooked well. So my mother always put it in a frying pan first to kind of cook it through, and then she would put it in the crock pot. This is not always necessary, but I do notice that the frying pan gives it a little bit of a crust, makes it better. I have to say that I should have used a bigger frying pan, so it was rendering so fast that it would have been the same in the crock pot in this instant because there was no way for it to crisp up on the outside, you know, get that sear because I had too much in the pan. Sometimes I'll just cook the beef in gravy and we'll put it over rice with a vegetable. Sometimes I'll make it into a soup. Sometimes I'll make it into a stew like I'm doing today. Now, normally I put carrots in
and potatoes, but I didn't have any carrots because I had already used them for a different recipe. So what I decided to do was to put it in with the onions and the potatoes, and then to put a vegetable on the side because I had peas in the house. Putting peas in a crock pot, they just get kind of nasty. Plus, my husband's not a big fan of them, so I thought I'll just put those on the side and everyone can add them to their stew, and then my husband could do a vegetable of his choice on the side for his. Now, my daughter Yvonne would love to have rice cooked and then she would put her stew over rice. For me, it's potatoes or rice, never both, and I've gone a year not really even eating potatoes or rice. But I knew she wasn't going to be home on this day, and so I opted not to do the rice. So I have a yellow onion here. This was an onion I chose because I could tell it needed to be cooked or it wasn't going to last much longer. I usually check my refrigerator first for onions, but on this day I just grabbed one out of the pantry. Now, you shouldn't store onions and potatoes in the same bin. I find it does well as long as I keep the potatoes in the plastic bag, but onions can cause your potatoes to rot quicker. I like to peel my potatoes, but of course I could have scrubbed them and just cut them and put them in peel and all. I have done that before, but I think my family kind of likes them peeled a little bit better. The great thing about beef stew is it does store well in the refrigerator and it is great as a leftover as well. So I like these kind of meals because I never know who's going to be home, and even if I do, it is really hard for me to make a small batch of anything. I'm just so used to having a large family that I tend to go large when I'm cooking, and I'm learning to scale back. So that is a big struggle. Beef stew can seem impressive, but really it is one of the most easy meals. And in general, I would do one potato per person, but some of mine were really small, so I did end up doing two per person.
This is a great brand if you need gluten-free beef stock because a lot of beef stock actually has wheat in it.
The funny thing is I will film these in the morning, and then by afternoon, evening, I completely forgot that I was filming it. So I don't end up filming the fact that I did thicken this with cornstarch, but I had put in so much broth that I couldn't thicken it to the point of stew. So it ended up being a soup, but everybody was happy anyway. And I did make some really quick drop biscuits, and those were really good to kind of drop in the soup. So that was a big hit as well. But I never worry if it's going to come out stewy or soupy because we like them both. I don't know if you've ever made your own stock, but really all it is boiling meat or bones in water with like carrots and potatoes and onions, and then you boil it for 4 or 5 hours, simmer it, and then you strain it off and store it. It's just the easiest thing ever to do. Let me know if you've ever made your own stock.
All right, you ready for this? My mother's secret ingredient, mostly for beef soup, but it's good in beef stew too, is to put a couple tablespoons of, or maybe 1 tablespoon of tomato. Oh, I just squirted on myself. Tomato paste. Salt and pepper, little tomato paste. Try it, you won't be sorry.
I put this on high for 3 or 4 hours, and then I turned it down to low, and we were ready to eat. It always feels so good to have supper in the crock pot because I know that when I'm tired later on tonight, I have supper on and we can just eat. I hope this video gave you some motivation. Remember, as always, God loves you and I love you too, and I can't wait to see you next time.